Firmament today, and we're going to be walking around in this amazing exhibition. Hello, girls. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
It's very cold here in Paris. It's snow and snowstorms everywhere. And how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
And who are you? We're at the Peclers trend installation at Maison&Objet. And who are you? What's your role in this?
I'm Charlotte Casal. I'm a designer and trend forecaster at Peclers Paris in the sector of, it's called Maison and Environnement, so kind of home and environment.
And you?
And I'm Bruno Akrat. I'm a strategic planner and a prospectivist, so I'm really working towards every typology of sectors. And here I'm really the why behind the creative concepts that we wanted to create.
So we're looking at the future. That's what we're looking at. And Johan, I don't know if you can tour the camera a bit and show the things. So what is Johan filming now in this room?
So you're looking at the future of hospitality, because for this season we were challenged by Maison&Objet, and we challenged ourselves to really think about the future of hospitality, whereas last year we were kind of just looking at trends in a wider context. And so here we're looking at the first capsule of our trend forum, which is called the Wellbeing Cafe. So you're looking at the future of cafes and of wellness areas.
Okay, so is there anything concrete we can put our hands on? I mean, what I mean is, well-being is a very airy word, if I put it that way.
Exactly.
And hands-on. So what can we see here? Because there's lots of materials, for instance.
Yes, there's lots of materials. So we really wanted to do kind of a 360-degree approach to also senses. So it's very sensitive. It's very tactile. Yeah. There's also a very nice smell, and there are things that you can taste. And there are lots of things that you can touch. So so there's a really wide range of material selection.
What is the sense? The smell? What is the smell?
It's the smell of cork.
Because it smells like a bit of lilacs or something.
Yeah, I agree. kind of like fleur de lis,
or tea.
Or tea.
A little bit of jasmine too.
Yeah, it's the smell of cork. So we're surrounded by a big cork installation. And that's what it smells like.
And I think what is important to have in mind here is that the Wellbeing Coffee is really rethinking the way we can imagine waking up. So it's really about having our senses awakened by smooth things and kind of this tea smell and things that you can touch that are really sensitive, and this light that is quite low and sensitive. So it's really about this capsule.
Okay, time to move on. We only have 15 minutes, so I want to sort of no, stay. Next question. I want to have you stay put here, and I want to ask you the next question. So how has trend work changed? I mean, after the pandemic, the trend world must have changed a lot for the last 2 years since we left the pandemic. Can you put words to that? How has trend work changed?
Yeah, it has changed a lot, because before the pandemic, we had these ideas that trend were kind in a fluid transformation, and with the pandemic we saw that with one event everything could change in a few days and really go wider. So really we had to rethink our perception of how we are doing trends. And thus we had to kind of shift our mind, and thus we're not anymore believing that we have the right answer and the only future in hand, but we work more with possible scenario and with the concept of driving trend through creativity and through different typology of scenario.
Do you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. We work hands in hand, and it's interesting because Bruno and I have very complementary skills at Peclers, in the company that we work with, and it's very interesting to be able to exchange and kind of ping pong on those types of things, because we're from very different backgrounds. So that's it's interesting.
So this is the second time you're doing something for Maison&Objet, and who picks the topic? The first one that we saw in September was very more sensual even, and this is hospitality, a different theme. Who chooses the themes?
It's a work together. It's really this combination of mind. We knew that we wanted to address the subject of sustainability, because for us it's we can't think the future of anything without having in mind sustainability, but we wanted it to be more creative and to just leave behind the kind of crafty things. And thus we started working together, and we really believed in the power of science, technology to reinvent the world we are in. So
and a new narrative also, and a new kind of new aesthetics also, as Brune said, to kind of leave the crafty thing behind and to make sustainability a prerequisite to everything that we do. But yeah, to explore kind of new worlds and new technology.
Can I be harsh? Can I ask a difficult question? We'll see if you can handle that. No, it's not that difficult. I mean, are we leaving trend installations that are basically based on colors? Do you know what I mean? The things that we've seen before were like, okay, so this is the red installation with blue, blah, 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 playfulness, and now we're doing trends in a different sense. Is that what you're saying?
I think we've always, at Peclers, we've always done that because we always had people like me who are more about the context, about what is happening in the world and deciphering like some signals all over the world with other person like Charlotte who are more putting images and creative scenarios behind this. But we never have been like, okay, it's a color and we just want to immerse you in a color. We always have been like, why is this color interesting? What does it say about our society? And thus, how can we go above just a creative scenario to understand how it's going to evolve in our society?
I'll try to look at you one to see how much time we have left. I think we are like 2-3 minutes, right? Yeah.
We are 6 minutes in.
Oh yeah, we have plenty of time. Oh, good. Yeah, I have so many questions because this is my field. Do you have any favorites? Because we're in 3 rooms now. This trend installation. Do you have any favorites?
This room.
Yeah. I mean objects.
Yeah, I mean, in this room, I mean, I have favorite objects in each room.
Yeah. And which one is it in this room?
In this room, I think
that gives you time to think, right? You get an upper. Yeah.
Should I show it to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see if we can walk. And the cord with the microphone is coming along. And Johan, our cameraman. Okay, so what's your favorite?
So it would have to be the tableware from Teresa Berger.
Yeah.
Berger. I don't know how to say her name.
That's for not Cerex, but the who made it? I forgot already.
Teresa Berger.
Yeah, but is it not in production? No.
I think she makes it herself.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
This is someone else. This is Pierre Chevalier, and this is Teresa Berger. She makes these kind of pink donuts, and these plates that are also super beautiful, and then these also navy plates.
Right.
And I think what's interesting is that she's questioning the way that we eat and our relationship to food, and the whole ritual around the way we eat, and how you can also eat with your food, how you can also plate a plate and dispose the food in kind of different ways.
I also see eating rituals a lot in my world as well.
Yeah.
I was at this event in Milan in April, and there was this couple who was making the plates before we ate, so they were actually doing the plates and then burnt it in the oven, so they were not long lasting, but they were doing that, and then we had the food on the plate that they were making in the room. It was like kind of cool still. And what's your favorite? Sorry, you do you want to say anything more about the cutlery? No, you're done. And what's your favorite?
Here in this room also, it's not about an object, but I really love the work of mâché, which is food. So here what I love is that this space have been sought as awakening, and they are working with maybe the next tomorrow's breakfast. So it's pulp of fruit that is dehydrated and that is made of a super sustainable new kind of food, which is made from kiwi and with granola inside. So it's at the same time kind of sugary, but in a very non-sugary way. And so for me, it's really interesting to interrogate our relationship to breakfast and to awakening in the future. And for me, food is going to be a huge topic about sustainability, but desirable sustainability.
I think I do agree. I mean, food is of course very interesting. I see the also in statistically, I see that the interest in sustainability is dropping, mainly because of the financial situations. But I mean, in general, sort of like we see a drop in the interest of sustainability. Do you agree? You're nodding your head. Do you agree?
I think there is a drop, but I think for me it's because public are not wanting to have to carry sustainability as a subject they have to own. For me, it's something that have to be mandatory and that have to go behind I'm sustainable, so by me, but to be I'm sustainable, but that's mandatory, and I'm pretty, I'm seductive, it's nice, it tastes good and everything.
And I have another story also to tell than just being sustainable.
For me, sustainability is not a thing. It's like, okay, if we want to move our consumption habits, we have to become way more seductive.
It seems like you're looking a lot into like new products. Are you talking about other things? I think that also one of the key stories or conversations we need to have is about how making things lasting longer. There's a huge vintage trend in general, so people are wanting to have reused things. Do you see that as well? I mean, this is a big open question, of course, but do you see that the need to have things lasting longer and not just newly done?
Yeah, of course, and I think of course here are new products, but it's also very well-made products and very beautiful products that make you want to keep them. It's not about, of course, like very fast consumption, and so I think of course that's something. I mean, here we're at Maison&Objet, so it's not about vintage and it's not about used products, but of course it's something that we explore a lot in our work and that we identify for sure.
Where are we going with that? I mean, this is an open question again. I don't have the answer, but I think we need to address like working more with previously used objects. Where are we going with that?
I think it's redefining luxury in a way, and with all the quiet luxury trend and things like that, it's really the idea of shifting from products that are new and that are trendy, etc., from product with stories. So for me, it's shifting to more craftsmanships and to things that are going to be transformed, upcycling and things like that, but with creative minds. And thus, I think we truly believe in creativity to transform things that are used and to give them another story, and thus to make them even more desirable.
So how do you feel about the fair? I mean, this is not a critical question, but really, really a friendly question. This is the second day at the fair, right? And yesterday, which was Thursday, was super, super busy, and I was surprised. More brands than usual and more people than usual. What do you think is the future for fairs?
That's a good question. We actually didn't really have time to go around the fair yesterday, but for sure we noticed the amount of people and the amount of exposants.
To me, I would say that fairs are going to last if they have the possibility to bring more context and to make more experiences to themselves than just product and product and product. So
things like this, you mean, basically? Yeah.
Yeah, I think things like this, but also really I think the future of how we word is experience rather than product. And I think what is interesting when you go in a physical space is to experiment things. And thus fair will last if they have the possibility to invite consumers to experiment new things, to awaken their senses, more than just discovering
They need
products.
to evolve for sure, and I think they need to be able to kind of move with the flow and provide new experiences for the visitors.
Are things here that you can touch? You said something that says "eat me" over there, and things here that says "don't eat me."
But here you can touch.
And
So
in
we
the
also-
other space also you can play with
We
things.
also worked with a material library who also has a stand at Maison&Objet, and we went there to select some materials that would fit each of the spaces. So here, if you want to touch, we have some mushroom leather.
Oh, no, I'm not so interested in mushrooms.
No?
Yeah, I'm more interested into frogs right now.
Oh, okay.
I have a frog thing right now. Yeah, and rabbits apparently.
And rabbits.
No, but I mean, let's try. Can I try one of the kiwi breakfast things? Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's sesame and oats and kiwi.
All right. Is there anyone that I should look out for that's better? No.
No, I think
They're all good.
They're all good. They're all
They're
good.
not fortune cookie.
So this is kiwi and what was it? It's kiwi and sesame.
Kiwi,
No?
and it's a granola with
Granola
oats
with
and
it, yeah.
sesame inside. It's good, right?
Yeah, much sweeter than expected. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this might be the future of breakfast. Who knows? But it tasted really nice.
Yeah.
I unexpected, because I think that of course, also, as we all know, you cannot just do a sustainable product. It needs to be something that people want. Yeah. So yeah, it was really nice. Super nice. But what are you doing next? Do you have any ideas of for concept, or where your mind is wandering? Where are we going next?
Season, you mean? Yeah. Well,
We know.
We know.
We know you want.
Yeah. No, of course. But can you sort of hint an area? I mean, you don't have to go be specific. But
I think here what we wanted to do also was to install something that is a bit more transferic with the same theme Tekeden. So you'll see some link. Because we didn't want to just shift everything and go from one theme to another one that is completely
It
opposed.
doesn't change as quickly
So,
as
yeah.
it's not every 6 months. Like trends don't shift from one thing to the next.
So it's more a new story about how we take it then, because here we really saw this place as a garden from the future. So it's going to be a new scenario.
I see how that kiwi granola flavor in my mouth. This is
Stays for
really.
a long time.
Yeah, it means you eat less, I guess. We should all do that. Yeah.
Cameraman says 15 seconds.
Okay. With this we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.